So, Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is a game that was released in 2010 by Ubisoft on the PC, Xbox 360, and PS3. It was later ported to the PS4 and Xbox One via the Ezio Collection, which also included Assassin's Creed 2 and Assassin's Creed Revelations. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood picks up exactly where Assassin's Creed 2 left off. So in order to make some things make sense, I'm going to be giving a synopsis of Assassin's Creed 2 for anyone who has not played it. Warning, there will be spoilers regarding Assassin's Creed 2, so if you want to avoid that, skip to the timestamp on screen. Assassin's Creed 2 follows the story of Ezio Auditore de Firenze and how he becomes an assassin. It all starts off with him living his normal life in Florence, Italy during the Renaissance. This big bad guy named Uberto, who doesn't seem very fun to hang out with, absolutely decimates Ezio's family and hangs them all because he's a Templar and his family are assassins. Ezio didn't know this before their death, but then he finds out through his dad telling him the night before he was killed. Ezio gathers his remaining family, being his mother and sister, and takes them out of Florence because now that his family is dead, the remaining members are wanted. They go to Montegarini, I guess, I don't know how the fuck to pronounce it, whereas Uncle Mario lets them stay. Ezio says fuck it and decides to extend his dad's legacy and become an assassin himself. Throughout the game, he travels to different cities such as Venice, Forli, and fuck it. Basically, he discovers the Templar Order is spearheaded by this guy named Rodrigo Borgia, and he happens to have this thing called a Piece of Eden, but in order to use it to its full potential, he needs this kind of important little ball of power called the Apple of Eden, which currently Ezio has. Rodrigo becomes the literal fucking pope, and while he's in Rome, Ezio comes to pay a little visit and say hello, but decides not to kill him, and instead Ezio opens the vault himself, meeting these ancient people that are actually more advanced than us, and made this apple, and they need to save humanity, but the lady says Desmond instead of Ezio, which is actually the dude you're playing as, and who is using the Animus, which lets him tap into the DNA of his ancestors, see exactly what's going on, and blah blah blah, fucking yeah, then the game ends. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood picks up exactly where Assassin's Creed 2 leaves off, and you leave the vault and go back to Montegarini and chill with Caterina, who's the leader of Forli, and you get frisky with her until, oh shit, the son of the guy you spared felt like fucking up their shit and destroys Montegarini, and oh shit, they got the apple, so Ezio gotta go to Rome to get that shit back. So now that I've gotten that long-winded ass intro out of the way, I'm going to be talking about various aspects of the game and how they hold up in a modern video game world. Now, going into this game, I had never played Brotherhood in my life, so I'm going to be looking at this from an unbiased perspective, from someone who has absolutely zero nostalgia from originally playing it. The setting of this game is in the early 1500s during the Renaissance in Rome. The setting itself I feel is a solid choice for this game to take place, and I really do love all of the environmental features to make it feel real and lived in. You have the main bulk of the city to explore, as well as areas slightly outside the city to check out and do badass assassin shit in. There's the Roman Colosseum, which is pretty cool, and there's a whole bunch of Roman ruins all over the place, which really sells the feeling of the world being real. However, the main gripe that I have with the setting in this game is the lack of variety in the environment. In Assassin's Creed 2, you go to start in Florence with a small cityscape and some nice outer areas, and then you go to San Gimigia Hanfrio, which is more or less the same but feels a little different with more outskirts to enjoy. And then there's Forli, which is almost a bit of a swamp town with a whole bunch of area to explore outside of it. And then there's Venice, which doesn't really have any real ground and everyone travels by boat, and god fuck, I'm going to fucking come. The fucking goddamn environment is absolutely spectacular in Venice. Anyways, yeah, variety doesn't really exist much within Brotherhood, but I will say that at least the environment that is there feels very polished and nice. Parkour in this game was great for the time, but looking back on it now, I see some serious flaws within the way it worked. Before I get into the negatives, I want to say the things I really like about it first. The fluidity of the movement itself feels amazing when it works properly. Jumping from rooftop to rooftop and jumping down to swing from a pole and climbing back up and assassinating a guard on the roof and hiding on top to get away from guards pursuing you will forever be satisfying and feel absolutely amazing. On the other hand though, it can certainly feel a bit janky at times. There were definitely moments where I was trying to run away from some guards and going through a corridor I accidentally brushed up against the wall slightly, which made Ezio run and try to climb it like a fucking moron and caused the guards to absolutely decimate me. Sometimes Ezio just doesn't feel like climbing up a tower like a normal fucking person and decides to leap off the side like a total fucking degenerate moron, pussy bitch, and when he does that bullshit, it really makes my cum start to boil. There was, in particular, this small parkour section that should have taken no longer than 2 minutes, but it took me damn near 20 fucking minutes due to the janky-ass controls. But putting the bullshit aside, when it works, it does really work. The next important aspect of the game is the combat. I mean, no shit, you're an assassin, but it's honestly really simplistic, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. You have some weapons to choose from: swords, daggers, hammers, a simple little gun attached to Ezio's arm, as well as the classic series staple, the hidden blade. I found myself mainly using the sword and the hidden blade, with sometimes using the pistol just to get guards on horses. The combat itself consists of spamming square and then pressing square and R2 at the same time to counter enemies, with pressing X from time to time if the enemy is blocking. It's a satisfying system and works most of the time. Most of the time. There are some enemies that I swear on my nutsack you cannot for the fucking love of God counter. These goddamn spear-wielding fuckwads just poke and poke and poke and poke, and I can't do jack shit about it except take their giant wooden spear up my fucking asshole. There were definitely some moments where these enemies absolutely dilated my poor butthole and ruthlessly fucked me. Maybe I'm just bad, I don't know. Another aspect of the combat is calling in recruited assassins to help aid you in battle. I personally didn't use this that much, but it was definitely useful when I did. Another nice thing is that if you are performing an execution on someone, you can highlight another enemy, and as long as you didn't get hit, you can kill the other enemy in one hit, which leads to some really satisfying kill chains. Overall, the combat was a definite improvement over 2, and something I definitely really like is that not every single enemy has 6 health squares like in Assassin's Creed 2, and actually has the amount that fits the armor they're seen wearing. Anyways, overall solid and satisfying combat. The economy in this game I feel is done really well, and the way you're going to be getting most of your shekels are from rebuilding Rome. Rebuilding Rome includes renovating art merchants, blacksmiths, tailors, banks, and doctors. Most of these are unlocked through taking out Borgia towers, which are little areas around the map controlled by the Borgia, which can be claimed by the assassins by committing arson on the tower. Once you do that and build some shops, then you see the money raking in, baby. You'll be Mr. Moneybags around town. But what can you spend with this newly acquired wealth? Well, you can get weapons, art, medical supplies, and most importantly, armor. All these things are pretty integral to the game though, and it definitely feels good to slowly rebuild Rome and see your money go higher and higher, allowing yourself to get new gear. The money system, I feel, is done perfectly. In addition to the main story, which I will be talking about shortly, there are many different activities you can partake in around Rome for some extra game time. These include Catalina missions, guild missions, viewpoints, Borgia towers, some of those are required, extra assassinations, store quests, Leonardo quests, Borgia flags, feathers, and some other things I didn't mention. I can't say too much about the extra content in the game because I myself did not really do much of it at all, but I can say that there is certainly a lot of shit to do, and whenever this game first came out, it certainly could keep people busy until the next entry. The story is around 10 hours long depending on how fast you go, and the side content adds an absolutely insane 30 extra hours into the game. I do not have the time to do all that bullshit, but goddamn my completionist brain wants to do all of it. Alas, I don't have the time, but just keep in mind that my opinion on the overall game might not be totally accurate considering I did not do all the side things. Something I feel this game struggles with, at points, is mission variety. While most of them felt fun to complete, I would have liked to see a little more in terms of variety. While every mission has a different motive behind it and does feel unique to an extent, there are multiple missions where it's like, oh, kill this dude and don't get caught, or follow this dude and don't get caught, and kill these guards to get past this place, and sneak in here to rescue this person, and it all kind of just meshes together into the same kind of thing. But this isn't at all the mission structure for the entire game. For example, there's this mission where you steal some blueprints in order to help Leonardo, and then you escape via horseback and get in a carriage and ride along like a badass. You shoot some dudes with a machine gun and ram some others trying to shoot you, and it felt great and refreshing. The issue is that most missions aren't like that. Most of them I can kind of just go to an autopilot and win. But, like I said, even though they might feel the same, the motivation for doing the mission is completely different. An example of this is when around the midpoint of the game, Bartolomeo's wife gets taken by some French soldiers, and so you have to go save her. During the sequence, you form a plan to save her. This plan starts with killing some soldiers, taking their armor, gathering Bartolomeo's mercenaries, and going to sneak into the base where she's being held and saving her. The mission felt unique in a sense of why you're doing the things you're doing, and it was pretty good. However, it still falls into the typical mission structure of go kill these dudes, go somewhere sneakily, and kill bad dude. The missions just kind of became repetitive towards the end. I mean, I really wanted to blow my fucking brains out the moment I would start a mission and I needed to tail somebody. That shit was ass. So, from here on out, the rest of this video will be in spoiler territory, so continue watching at your own risk. I feel the characters in this game are really incredible. I feel and care for all of these people and see them as real people. Ezio himself is a badass who just wants to make the world better by becoming the best assassin he can be. Bartolomeo is an assassin who is a little quirky, but he's still a sweetheart. There's Machiavelli, who's a hard-ass serious dude, but still wants to support the cause. There's La Volpe, who is very suspicious of Machiavelli being a traitor the whole game, but he really likes to be careful about the Brotherhood, and it shows that he really cares and is still a good guy. And then there's Claudia, who's Ezio's sister, and turns out to be kind of badass herself, killing some guards in her own defense. And then Ezio's mother, Maria, who doesn't show up too often in the game, but she's still there regardless. Leonardo da Vinci is another character who is really unique and special, and is actually sort of a spy who's working with the Borgia and giving info to the assassins. He helps aid with some nice gadgets, and actually is the one who originally made the hidden blade for Ezio. I really appreciate his inclusion, because I feel the voice actor did a great job in portraying him, and it's always a pleasure for me to see real-life historical figures in these games. The thing that I would say needs improvement character-wise would actually be the main two villains of the game, Rodrigo Borgia and Cesare Borgia. Personally, I like to have villains that I can somewhat sympathize with and understand their motives better in order to fully flesh out the characters. To me, they both felt kind of one-sided and just a typical bad guy. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I certainly hated the both of them and was satisfied when they ultimately met their demise, but I would have liked to see a little more depth in the characters to understanding a little bit more about who they are. Regardless, I still love the characters in the game, and I felt Ubisoft did do a really good job on fleshing them out to their fullest extent for the most part. Now, if you haven't left yet and you are worried about spoilers, leave now, because now I'm really going to be getting into some shit, so leave. Just go, leave, go away. Fuck you, play the game, come back, just leave. If you haven't played it, leave. Now, leave. Alright, gone? Okay. I'm going to kind of keep it short, because I want people to still play and enjoy this game for themselves if they haven't played it yet. But I'm still going to mention some of the more important plot points. Basically, you're in Rome and need to get the Apple of Eden back, and in order to get it back, you must assassinate both Cesare and Rodrigo. Honestly, now that I'm making this video, I really don't have too much to say about it. There's some side plot points like La Volpe thinking Machiavelli is a traitor, but it turns out to be some random dude from the beginning of the game, but really, it doesn't all matter too much until the end of the game. The ending shows Cesare killing Rodrigo because of his hunger for power. Ezio gets the apple, uses it to kill some fuckers, and then gets to Cesare and kills him. The final boss fight was pretty normal and stupid easy, but that's kind of what I wanted by the end of the game. When it comes to how good the story was, I felt it was actually pretty fucking good. I mean, I struggled to remember some of the parts towards the middle, but I can see that throughout the entire thing, it was absolutely fantastic. I mean, I felt completely intrigued the entire time and wanted to keep playing and playing. Something I haven't quite mentioned too much is the fact that you're not really Ezio though, you're Desmond and you're playing as Ezio through the Animus. There isn't a whole lot happening in the real world until the end, in which the love interest and main side character Lucy gets killed by Desmond when they retrieve the apple in real life. A cliffhanger ending that makes me want to immediately play Revelations, which is the sequel to this game. I mean, well, luckily, Revelations is part of the Ezio collection, and I will be posting that video later on. And to wrap this video up, I would say that overall Brotherhood does hold up pretty well in modern times. There are definitely some ass-fucking moments that made me want to commit war crimes, but those are honestly overshadowed by the game as a whole. I would rate this game from a modern perspective at about a 7.5 out of 10. I know people will ride this game's cock till the day I die, and I probably just put a hit out on myself by giving it a score like that, but let me know what you think about this game in the comments, and what other games you would like me to make videos about in the future. You may have noticed that this is my first video ever on this channel, and I have this month planned out on the type of videos I want to do, and I plan on uploading weekly on every Saturday. Give me some suggestions though on what kind of content you might be interested in, and I might make it into something. Thank you so much for watching, leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and anyways, have a good one, goodbye.
Superhot, at its core, is a first-person shooter where time moves just as fast as you do. The core objective is to just kill the red guys, whether it be from shooting them, slicing them with a katana, or just straight up punching them. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how Superhot, as well as Superhot VR, hold up in 2022, just 6 years after their initial release dates. I'm going to first start this video off talking about the original game, and then later I'm going to be talking about the VR version. Superhot. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is the slow motion aspect. Really, the unique part of this game comes in the form of the slow motion mechanic. Essentially, enemies and bullets move at the speed that you do. If you move really fast all over the place, then you're basically fucked, because then you're going to have a wall of bullets coming right for you. You're going to want to take it slow, but not too slow, because even when you stop moving, time does move, albeit incredibly slow. It's honestly a really cool and unique mechanic, but it certainly has its moments of bullshittery. I probably just suck ass at video games, but some levels felt damn near impossible with the amount of bullets flying at me. And when I'm just standing there in slow motion watching 3 different dudes with shotguns blast ass directly in my direction, it makes me flip my shit. I essentially have to kill myself at that point, which can certainly be frustrating. Despite this though, the mechanic is a welcome addition to first-person games, especially in this day and age of our repetitive shooters being shoved down our asses. When it comes to the combat, your options really are sort of limited. I mean, this game is incredibly linear with very short levels that are usually just one room large. This means that whatever weapons that are in the room are exactly the weapons that you have to use. This is fine because the game makes up for lack of weapon variety with the sheer satisfaction of taking down the red guys. I just love smacking the shit out of one of them, taking their pistol, blasting their head off, then throwing the gun at another guy coming at me, grabbing his gun and blasting him. It just feels so fucking good. But I mean, dying constantly can be a huge frustration, but that probably is just my fault, to be honest, because I really do be sucking total donkey horse shit at this game. But all around though, if I was better at the game, the combat would be really satisfying and all around pretty fun. This game has a pretty solid amount of extras. Just a whole bunch of cool little extra features in the main menu. I mean, not really hidden, because it's like right fucking there on the screen, but there's a whole bunch of little cool shit just existing here that you might not ever experience if you don't ever explore the menus. There's a little art section with fan-made art with ASCII text, there's a random carpet generator, there's a minigame where you cut down a tree, and there's this little forest animation that just constantly grows trees and burns them down, and something about the sounds here and the simple animation just makes me fucking cum in my pants. Really, that's all I have to say about the original Superhot. I mean, there's a story there, but it's not really necessary to enjoying the game itself, so now I'm going to be moving on to Superhot VR. Now, when I say that Superhot VR is a superior version of Superhot, I mean that with 100% absolute certainty. Superhot VR goes so fucking hard. The combat is the same, but the fact that the way you move in real life influences the way the world moves around you is just so fucking awesome. You can grab bullets with your hand, slice bullets in half with a machete, block bullets with a whole bunch of different objects, and matrix the shit out of the bullets coming towards you. All of the same satisfying shit from the original applies here, but it's 10 times better. Using your physical arms to slap an enemy and then grabbing their pistol and shooting another dude is just so fucking cummy. I have played and beaten this game many times, and I rebeat it for this video in just under an hour at 51 minutes. The game is just so good and gets my dopamine absolutely flooding, but the real glaring problem with it is the fact that there's only 19 levels. That is barely anything at all, considering that most of them take just about 1 minute to complete if you know what you're doing. They really need to make a sequel to Superhot VR, because it's just an amazing experience and it makes me feel so fucking cool. Now for the big question, and the question that I need to answer for this video. Do they hold up though? Do these games be holding up in 2022? Well, Superhot VR is honestly a required game if you have a VR headset. An absolute must-have. I just can't get enough of it, even years after playing it for the first time. The original Superhot is still good, but honestly pales in comparison to the VR version. If you're only going to get one of these games, certainly go for the VR version. I would say that the original game is probably about a 6 overall, but that's just because the VR Superhot is so much more enjoyable for me. I mean, I would give Superhot VR a 9 out of 10. This game absolutely comes. Something I didn't talk about though in my Assassin's Creed video is that if the game is worth the price that it goes for today. So I'm going to be doing it for these videos from here on out. So, starting with these games, both of them come out to about $25. Now, this is where it gets a little tricky. The original Superhot I feel isn't really worth that much. I'd say get it if it's like $10 on sale or something, because even that game took me just about 2 hours to beat on my first go. Superhot VR, on the other hand, I feel is definitely worth the $25. While it's a little shorter, it feels more replayable because you want to see yourself get so good at the game to the point where you feel invincible. This keeps me coming back to it all the time just to absolutely shred ass. These games were both short experiences that were pretty fun to play, and in my opinion, yes, both of these games do hold up in 2022. What do you think of these games? Let me know what games I should talk about in the future in the comments, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed what you've watched, leave a like, and if you really enjoyed it, then pop me a little subscribe to get my prostate going. Thank you. I'm going to be doing this a little bit different from my other hold up videos, because this is a pretty short game, and because it is a horror game, I thought a live commentary might suit it better and it might be more entertaining. So, without further ado, here we go. Alright, so, the game that I'm going to be doing this week is Five Nights at Freddy's, as you know from the title. Came out in 2014, from Scott Cawthon, a long time ago at this point, 8 years. My headphones are really loud, so if I'm talking loud, I can't even really hear myself, because this is incredibly loud for me right now. I'm in a dark area. I'm trying to get as scared as humanly possible, so let's see. Alright, this game, Five Nights at Freddy's, it holds a dear place
in a lot of people's hearts. This came out when I was in 5th grade, which is nuts, and I loved it at the time. I own every FNAF game. I used to love this shit. Alright, so now that the phone guy's done talking, it is already 2 a.m. And I'm just, you know, for anyone who hasn't ever seen this game, which is probably like fucking nobody at this point, basically, the mechanics go as follows. You have the camera system where you can check on where the animatronics are at. Pirate Cove has Foxy, who will run at you, and you'll slowly peek out of here on the camera until he comes down the West Hall. And then, oh, Bonnie already left. So yeah, they moved. This is Chica, this is Freddy, and Bonnie's right here at the dining area now. And they'll basically come to the doors. You can use the light to check if they're there or not. And then if they are there, then you close the doors. You have the power system, which will go down as time goes on. And there's a chance that... No, Bonnie's not here yet. She's probably getting close, though. She's backstage. So back in the day, this game was scary as hell to a lot of people. Something I can say, though, right off the bat, is this little rippling going on over here. I'm not a real big fan of that. I think, there's a bit of an oversight, maybe? I don't know. But that ripple thing has been here since 2014, and it's just kind of like a visual blemish that's just always there. And it's kind of distracting for me. Yeah, I mean, the whole thing looks kind of low quality. Like, look at that. It looks like an image is just being, like, shifted around. That's because it kind of is. Oh my fucking god, that scared the shit out of me. Oh my god. Since when did she get close to the camera like that? Was that, like, something rare? Because I don't remember that shit. What the hell? Anyway, so, I mean, something I'm certainly going to be rating is how scary this is nowadays, considering it is 8 years old, and most people, including myself, have seen hours and hours, hundreds of hours of content even on this game and played it for themselves, such as myself. Is it still scary? I feel like that's kind of one of the more important things. Really, is it scary and is it still challenging? So I guess those are the main 2 things I'm going to be answering here. I mean, that's... Oh, walking? I'm having trouble finding Bonnie, which doesn't really please me. I kind of want to... She's in the fucking supply closet, dumbass. Okay. See, you know, I'm just... It's kind of a different experience right now. Normally when I play this game, I'm playing it maybe with like someone on the phone with me, or I'm playing it without headphones on and not in a dark area. But it kind of changes it, honestly, whenever I'm playing like this. And I will say I definitely do feel a little scared. I'm not trying to amp it up for the camera or anything because, like I said, I have beaten this multiple times. It's not really like anything crazy. I don't want to act like I'm pissing my pants if I'm not pissing my pants. And I'm not yet, but I may. Did Bonnie just like teleport there? What the fuck? She was just now at my door. Make sure that Chica's not trotting over here. Probably fucking around in the kitchen. Is that? Yep, there's Bonnie right there. Oh, there's Chica. Look at her stupid fucking face. Hear a lot of walking. It's 5 a.m. Home stretch here. Really, actually, now that it is 5 a.m., I could probably just be safe with just closing my doors for the rest of the night, honestly. I don't know if I will be doing that, but I probably could at this point. You know, I didn't have any reaction to that because you kind of just get desensitized. You see, it's even the first night, and I'm already kind of desensitized. I mean, not fully desensitized, like I'm sure. There we go. I'm sure there's going to be moments of being like, you know, my pants are getting pissed on, but like, it's not what it used to be, in my opinion. At least so far. And I will say, I've always thought that the first game is the scariest. So, take that as you will. Look at Chica's stupid-ass face right now. Oh my god. So night 2 is kind of where I feel the difficulty kind of comes in. Night 1 is just kind of free. There's not really a lot of challenge with that. But night 2 is where dying becomes a real possibility. I hear fucking Chica fucking around in the kitchen right now. But also, I'd like to quickly just mention, you know, on these earlier nights, I should probably talk more about the game since I won't be concentrating so hard. I think that the story here, in the actual first game, the story that you are
getting directly is very light. As people may know nowadays, the lore of Five Nights at Freddy's is fucking insane. I mean, I could sit there for hundreds of hours, like, genuinely so long just trying to learn everything about this game, the series as a whole, and I wouldn't be able to learn all of it. But the actual story that you're given here is just that you're a night guard. You're coming here to, you know, patrol this Chuck E. Cheese-like establishment at night. The animatronics tend to get a little bit quirky at night. They tend to wander a bit. I'd imagine that if you weren't here as a security guard, then things would just kind of go as normal. I mean, maybe they would wander a bit, but like, why? I mean, I get it. It's like, oh, you don't want people breaking into it or whatever, but like, shit, bruh. I feel like it's not really worth risking someone's life. I feel like that's a lot of paperwork that they might not want to fill out. I feel like in a way I'm desensitized to this game mainly because I played the VR version so much. FNAF Help Wanted, I think, is the best game of the series. It came out in 2018, so don't imagine, you know, don't picture me making a video on that for a while if I do, because that game is kind of indisputable on how it holds up. That game is very good. Foxy might try and come to fuck my ass. It is already 5 a.m. Alright, and that is night 2. The basic story that is given is that you're a security guard. You're coming here to watch the animatronics. There's this guy named Foam Guy who's calling you up. He's telling you just information about what you should do. He's calling again.
Anyway, I better not take up too much of your time. Things start getting real tonight.
Things start getting real tonight. That's facts, actually.
You happen to get caught.
So you're Chica fucking around in the kitchen, and actually, so far, Chica hasn't even showed up yet. In fact, my only threat has been Bonnie, and it is night 3. Also, I'm not going to be doing the 6th night because it's 5 Nights at Freddy's. I only care to do the first 5. I've done the 6th one before, but it doesn't really interest me. I think I'll pretty much get the gist of the game from the actual main 5 nights. So the story here is very basic. There's really not a whole lot to it. Really thinking about how scary this game is. I mean, of course there's like moments where it's like I shit my pants, but as of yet I haven't really been getting too scared. I think really if I were to get scared, it would be from seeing something that is unexpected. Like earlier whenever Bonnie was on the back room's camera. I don't think I've ever seen that before, so I didn't know that was even a thing. Currently, I'm not really worried about it just because I kind of know everything. Like, I know what to expect for the most part. Back in the day, night 3 is where I used to get stuck. Nowadays, though, I don't imagine that to be too much of an issue. Oh, man, I hear Chica fucking in the kitchen again. Chica's just still fucking around in the kitchen, so I'm just vibing. I'm just sitting here. There's nothing for me to really do right now. Oh. I think that means Freddy moved. He did move. Which is not good because he will go into the East Hall corner, and you have to keep the door closed when he's there. Okay, Chica. There's Freddy right there. It's kind of hard to locate him because you can only really see his eyes. Look at her. Stupid looking. I find it funny that she's supposed to be a chicken because she just looks like a duck. Like exactly like a duck. I don't know. I mean, not exactly, but I don't know, like a duckling. Wow. I'm just fucking hovering around, just loitering at my fucking door right now, huh? I won't even lie, I'm kind of getting to the point where I might be a little bit scared. Because Freddy... Oh, there's Chica. Freddy's playing his fucking song. And which I never really noticed was in-game like this. I thought it was always just when the power went out. And my power isn't... Foxy's coming. Look at this dude. You hear him? Came in and banged on the door. Oh my fucking god, that scared the fucking it's me shit just scared the shit out of me. Can we please just... Thank you. Holy shit. Okay, wow. I did get a little scared. I did get a little scared that night. I was focusing really hard as well. So night 4 is when I would always get stuck. And Bonnie's already moved. Night 4 has always just been a bitch. It's when Freddy really starts to come fuck your ass. But what I do remember is watching the show stage often and just going between him and Pirate Cove is a great strategy. He won't move as much. So right there, it certainly sounds like phone guy perished. You guys leave, please. I haven't even died yet. I'm about to be on the last night and I have not died yet. Ooh, I don't even know if I said a word after phone guy. I was just ultra concentration. I'm probably going to use that same strategy here. It's kind of just like I like to call it the hope and pray strategy. Where I just kind of hope that it doesn't go to shit. Wise words from phone guy. I'm just gonna chill here for a second to maybe try and conserve some power. Wait till it's at 88% before I do anything. No! I'm stupid. I'm fucked. I don't know why I did that. Because if Freddy moves, I'm basically fucked for the rest of the night. That's why I constantly check him. Ah, shit. No, I'm totally fucked now. Damn, I was kind of hoping that I could do it without dying, but no, I'm totally fucked now. He loves to go into... Oh, and there's Bonnie already. Wow. Freddy loves to chill in this corner. Oh, so does Chica, apparently. He loves to just fucking chill in that corner to come and fuck your ass. Look at her. That conserving power strat was probably not too smart, because now I'm gonna lose. Which kind of sucks, because if I hadn't done that, I probably could have won. And I guess technically I would have the speedrun world record for this game. There's not really much better you can do than just not die for the 5 nights. Awesome. So now I have to close that door. And that basically means I'm fucked for the rest of the run. He moves, but very minutely. I feel that the chances of me surviving it at this point are so incredibly slim that I shouldn't even consider it viable for me to finish it this night. Which is a little bit of a complaint that I have about the game. The fact that Freddy could just come and fuck you like that, where it's like there's not really anything you can do about it. He's just kind of going to be there for hours, and my power is just going to drain and drain and drain. There's nothing I can do about it. What's probably going to happen is I'm going to run out of power, he's going to do his fucking song, and then he's going to come and fuck me. I'm just sitting here being fucking submissive to these goddamn animatronics right now. They're just totally fucking dominating me. I don't even know why I'm checking the light on that. I don't need to. And that's what's kind of silly. It's not necessarily luck. Like, if I just kept looking at the show stage, then he probably wouldn't be here right now fucking me. But, at the same time, like, it really is luck. I mean, if you don't know that if you check the show stage while he's on there, he won't move as quickly or at all. If you don't, awesome. So now I just sit here and wait to get fucked. If you don't know that, then it's like, you're fucked. It's basically luck. You have to get lucky. And it's kind of stupid. Like, I'm not even scared right now. I'm just kind of mad. I'm, like, annoyed. Come on, fuckboy. Yep, there you go. Come on, fuck me. Come on. There you go. Got me good. That was the first death. That was the first death. And I'm not even in the slightest bit scared. I don't think I'm really scared of the game anymore. I'm just kind of irritated. I feel a little stressed out because I'm trying hard. but, like, I'm not scared. Alright, let's give it another go. Fuck me. And I think most likely I'll run out of power, or I'll be damn near to running out of power. And in that case, I will just hope and pray. That's why I call it the hope and pray strategy, because I'm just going to have to hope and pray that Freddy does his long song. Of course, Chica's already here to fuck me at midnight. There we go. Good, good. Leave me alone. Okay, well, she left me alone, but Bonnie came to fuck me instead. Just fucking sitting here bent backwards with my goddamn ass cheeks spread open, waiting for him to fuck me. Oh, awesome, awesome. So glad they're just draining my fucking power right now. They're just sucking it through a straw. They put a goddamn coffee straw down my dick hole, and they're sucking the cum out of my nutsack. Hoping it to be 5 a.m. when I have 10% left, but I don't know about that at this point. Really, I'm just gonna have to hope and pray. Please, Chica. Please fuck off. Thank you. God damn it, Bonnie. My hole is not your territory. It's 5 a.m. and I'm at 10%. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Really what I'm hoping for, though, is to pass the night. And I'm gonna run out of power. I know for a fact I'm running out of power. But what I really gotta hope is that when I run out of power, I get the good cycle. Fuck you. I needed to waste as much time as possible before power runs out. Alright. Just gonna leave it be. Please. Please, for the love of God, Freddy. He immediately started his song. I'm fucked, dude. I'm so fucked. I'm so fucked. Nope, I'm fucked. God damn it. Just fuck me. Just fuck me. I'm spreading my cheeks. I'm waiting for your cock. I'm waiting for dick. No way! Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Let's fucking go! Let's go! Yeah! Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, let's fucking go. Let's get it, let's get it. That is awesome. I'm very, very glad that I was able to do that. Holy shit. Wow. Well, wow, okay, I only died once. I didn't really have a traditional death, I only died once and it was from power. So, yeah, I mean, even if I did die regular, though, I can say that it's not really that scary anymore. Of course, there were some moments. That's because a lot of the moments in this game that I feel are scary are really just cheap jump scares. I mean, there's definitely some eeriness within the game. There's definitely some moments where it gets a little spooky. Shit that's very unexpected, like when the "It's Me" popped on my screen, I did shit a little bit in my pants. I do have a little bit of moistened jeans right now, but I've only been recording for like an hour, and I died once and I was able to beat the whole game. And there was some time while I was recording that I was trying to figure out how to what's the word, get OBS to record this screen properly. So the game itself is very short. If you know what you're doing, it's incredibly short. If you've watched someone do it, it's probably also incredibly short. It's a pretty simple strategy. It's really just muscle memory. And it works, the hope and pray strategy. And yeah, I mean, with that being said, does this game hold up in 2022? Well, honestly, I'd say yeah. I'd say yeah. If you've never played this game, if you've never heard of this game, like if I came and got my mom to fucking play this shit, she'd probably piss her pants.
most people probably would if they've never heard of this game or ever played it or seen it or whatever. So I think it definitely still holds up in that regard. But for someone like me, there's just a lot better options out there. There's Help Wanted, which is, you know, way scarier to me and more enjoyable. I mean, really, to be honest, more than anything, the game just pissed me off. It wasn't like I was even scared for a lot of it. I was just kind of mad. It's very frustrating sometimes. It can really piss me off. But, yeah, I mean, I guess with that, I'd give this game, for 2022, a 5 out of 10, which is the lowest score I've given so far, but that's just really because there's not a whole lot here anymore. There's a lot more Five Nights at Freddy's games that I think are superior. Really, by that I mean Help Wanted is superior. And yeah, I mean the price, this game is only like $7, I think. So, is it worth the price? I mean, sure. If you've never played the game and you want to play it, then totally it's worth the price. But as a game as a whole, I feel like it does hold up, but just barely does it still hold up. Because back in the day, it was really fucking scary, and it was this huge phenomenon in 2014. And nowadays, just knowing that there's so many other games out there, and just playing the game and seeing how, like, rickety it is in a way, like the little ripple thing on screen that I mentioned before, it leads me to believe that, you know, it doesn't 100% hold up, but it is barely does it hold up. That's why I give it a 5. I guess anything below a 5 is that it doesn't hold up. And everything 5 or above means it does. So, yeah, 5. Barely holds up. Thank you for watching. Subscribe if you'd like to see more videos like this. I'm currently working on the Black Ops 2 video. I know that was supposed to be out this week, but it ended up being way more than I thought. So that'll be coming soon, I promise. And, yeah, so with that, have a good day. And I will see you next Saturday with another video. Thank you. So, before I really get into this video, I just want to say that I put lots and lots of hours into this, and I would appreciate it that if you enjoyed the video, you could absolutely slaughter that like button. Please just demolish that shit. Knock it out of the fucking ring. Just fucking annihilate that fucking shit. But actually, though, in all seriousness, I did work really hard on this, and any support would be greatly appreciated. Without further ado, let's get into it. Call of Duty Black Ops 2 was a game released in 2012 that was published by Activision and developed by Treyarch. It came after the highest-selling Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3. It is still seen to this day as the very best Call of Duty experience. It is a very special game to millions of people around the world, me being one of them. Now, it's been 10 years since the original release of the game. Has it stayed as good as we all remember it to be, or has it failed to live up to the high praise that everyone gives it? This video is here to answer those questions, and simultaneously go into depth about what really made this game so good in the first place. Starting off, I'm going to be talking about multiplayer. Black Ops 2 multiplayer is quite possibly the very best multiplayer experience within any Call of Duty title. It's incredibly nostalgic for many people, including myself. With that being said, playing it in 2022, it still felt just as good as it did back in the day. In order to feel as though I've played enough multiplayer to talk about it fairly, I took it upon myself to reach Prestige 1 and to prestige at least one weapon from each main class: snipers, assault rifles, SMGs, LMGs, and shotguns. This game's gunplay is honestly unmatched to any other Call of Duties. It felt pretty fair and balanced, and I never really got mad for someone using an overpowered gun. The time to kill is perfect, and the headshot damage multiplier feels right as well. I got quite creamy from the fights I had in this game. It feels very skill-based as well. If you're good at the game, you can absolutely go off and kill everyone, but it still feels very fair and satisfying. Every weapon sounds great and feels great. Playing with Plutonium, the game modes here are actually much more varied than any other platform in the modern day. If you play on the Xbox, you're going to only be able to find Team Deathmatch and maybe a free-for-all. On Plutonium, however, there's Gun Game, Sticks and Stones, One in the Chamber, Domination, Hardcore modes, Team Deathmatch, Free-for-all, Search and Destroy, and even Capture the Flag. All of these game modes are great in their own way. It helps give the game lots of variety, and they all feel different from one another. Additionally, the majority of the lobbies have an 18-player cap, which gets filled up quick, so every game is full of action and goes by really quick. As I said previously, I prestiged one of each weapon from the 5 different main weapon classes. First, I would like to talk about shotguns. I got a taste for all of them here, but my favorite was the KSG. It's a slug-based shotgun that can be used to snipe people if you have enough skill with it. The kills feel very satisfying and quick, and the gun works fast enough to allow for some nice kill chains and kill feeds. Snipers are what people remember the most fondly within this game. I chose to use the DSR, and I loved every second of it. I actually enjoyed it so much that I chose to go out of my way to get gold on it. It has a very, very low hit marker rate, so I know that if I hit a shot, the enemy will perish. Quit scoping with it, and just going off feels so fucking good. I had so much fucking fun using this gun. If I had to choose a class of weapon in this game that is overpowered, it's the LMGs. I used the hammer, and holy hot fuck, this thing shreds ass. Grind was a fantastic map to use this gun on. So many spots for me to chill and kill some people, then push up and kill even more. It feels like an assault rifle with a fuckload of ammo. If I shoot first, it's practically a guarantee that I get the kill. I spank motherfuckers when they try to come at me with their BB guns. Assault rifles themselves are all around decent in this game. I know that the Scar H is really good, but I chose the MTAR. It felt right, and it never really felt too over or underpowered. Just felt good. If I had to choose the weakest class of weapons, it would have to be the SMGs. Don't get me wrong, they shred ass close ranged, but anything more than that, you are kinda fucked. I chose the Peacekeeper, and while it is a good weapon, I just feel that the other classes are stronger. But all in all, the weapons here feel pretty balanced for the most part and just really good. Rather than boring you with details of each map and what makes them good or bad, I'm going to just do a tier list of all the maps in the game. Before I get into that though, I will say the maps in the game are definitely above average in terms of Call of Duty maps, so wherever they are on this tier list isn't really in comparison to any other Call of Duty games, it's really just in comparison to other maps on this game alone. Alright, so I'm just going to do a little derivative thing real quick where I do this tier list, so I'm going to do it pretty quick. So Aftermath sucks. Cargo is decent. Carrier is really good. Cove is great. This is Detour. Detour is fine. Dig is A. It's a great map. Downhill, I think it's a B. Yeah, I'd play it over Detour. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So and then Drone. It's a C. Yeah. Encore, I think is a B. It's probably above Downhill. And then Express is an A. I'm going to put that there. Frost kind of sucks, honestly, for me. I don't really like it. I know a lot of people do, but I don't, so I'm going to put it in a D. Grind, great map. I really like this map. Actually, I'm going to put it in S. Hijacked is also S. Better than Grind, though. That is... Oh my god. The damn map. What is that? God. Hydro is a B. I think it's better than Downhill. But okay, there you go. Magma is fine. I think it's a C though. I think it's better than Drone, but not as good as Detour. Meltdown is also a C to me, but I think it's the top of C. Mirage, I think is a B. It's better than Downhill, but not as good as Hydro. Nuketown is an S, just automatically. I'm gonna put it there though because I'm not the biggest fan. I think it's good though. Overflow is honestly A, kind of underrated. The bottom of A though, I think these maps are better, but yeah, kind of underrated. Plaza is also A, but I think it's better than Overflow. Pod, I think it gets shit on a little bit too much. It's nothing great though, so I'm gonna just put this in the C, the end of C. Yeah, it's fine. Raid is pretty good. Honestly, I feel like people suck on Raid's cock too much. I'm just gonna put it at the beginning of A, if I can do it. There we go. I think it's good. Rush is pretty decent as well. I'm gonna put that at the beginning of B. Yeah, that's pretty good. Slums is also B, honestly, but I think it's the top of B though. It's not quite A for me. If I can get it in there, maybe. Come on, there you go. Standoff is A as fuck. Actually, no, it's S as fuck. Well, it's kind of S. It's at the bottom of S, but it's S. Studio is S, but I'd like it over Standoff. Vertigo is fine. I think it's a B. Probably better than Cargo, but actually, it still is better than Rush too. Okay. Turbine, I think is C. It's top of C though. I think it's a pretty decent map. I don't hate it, but nothing great. Actually, you know what? Downhill's a C as well, but it's okay. I'm gonna put it there. Shit. This is Uplink, the Summit remake. Uplink is, I don't know. It's fine. Yeah, I think it's better than Pod, but it's probably even better than Magma. Yeah, it's probably good. Vertigo is a this is a B map. Yeah, right there. I don't know if I called Takeoff Vertigo, but there's Takeoff, and that's Vertigo. I don't know if I Okay. Yemen. Yemen's pretty good as well. I'd give this a B. Yeah, probably top of B. So yeah, that's the tier list. Like I said, this is just Black Ops 2 maps. This isn't looking at any other maps, so this is the hierarchy. But they're all really good. I can say, though, generally, the maps are pretty good. So, yeah. So that's it for this little random segment. The score streaks in this game are great. The reward feels equal to the work done to get there. The care package is honestly an essential, since, in my experience, most of the things that I got were actually of greater value. But they all feel good, powerful enough, but not extremely overpowered. And the Guardian in particular kind of made me gushy in my pants, if you know what I mean. So to conclude multiplayer, I want to say that I had some of the most fun I've had on any Call of Duty in years. The entire time, I was actually just enjoying the fuck out of it. I played it with a couple friends, I also played it by myself a lot as well, and honestly, it was just really fun. And if I had to give it a score, honestly, in terms of Call of Duty multiplayer, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. There was really nothing that was stopping me from giving me a 10 out of 10. The entire time, it was fun, it was rewarding, I didn't ever really get bored. In fact, if I wanted to play a different game, I wouldn't get off of Black Ops 2, because Black Ops 2 would be the one that I would choose over it. I, have a lot of other games that I could be playing, and instead I chose to play a 10-year-old game, even when I finished getting all the footage I needed for this video, and I probably still will play it from time to time in the future. So I can say that without a doubt, it's a 10 out of 10, and if you are looking to play the multiplayer in particular in this game, then go ahead, you can buy the game again if you don't already own it. You can get Plutonium if you have a computer, because I used Plutonium for this entire video, and I can say that Plutonium is fucking awesome. It completely revived the Black Ops 2 community. I mean, there's 1,000 people on there every single day concurrently, and you'll never really have a problem finding a server. You won't have a problem having fun, and if you don't even want to grind, then there's an unlock all button. You can use whatever you want. There's anti-cheat. I swear this isn't some kind of advertisement for Plutonium, but Plutonium's great. So if you are going to play this game and you have a PC, do it with Plutonium. It's honestly amazing, and it helped me relive those memories that I hold so near and dear to my heart from, 10 years ago now. So, anyways, without further ado, I'm going to get into the zombies part now. Before I get into the maps, I want to say the parameters for how I'm going to be considering myself having enough playtime in the map. I have to pack a punch, I have to hit round 20. I'll also be putting all of the maps on a personal tier list in order to show my personal hierarchy of maps within this game. I'll be trying my best to give pros and cons to every map, but the first map I'll be talking about is only cons. Transit. Holy hot fucking shit. This map sucks dick and balls. It might go without saying, but this is undoubtedly the worst zombies map in the game and could very well be the worst in the series. Whilst playing this map, I couldn't stop thinking that I'd rather be setting off a bear trap with my nutsack. I genuinely cannot think of a single redeeming quality found within this map. First of all, an issue with this game as a whole, until Mob of the Dead, is the buildables. So you're telling me I have to grab each individual part and then put them on the buildables table one by one? Are you fucking my ass without any lube? And don't even get me started about the fucking Avogadro. You're telling me I can be trying to do power and the bus will just leave my ass and I'm stranded in buttfuck nowhere? Oh, for sure, I'll just run to the next area. Oh wait, the fucking denizens! Oh shit, the box moved, time to go and run across the entire goddamn continental United States, and I haven't even fucking mentioned the lava yet. Getting Pack-a-Punch on this map is just a giant kick in the nuts that is so fucking unforgiving. It just really pisses me off. I couldn't even do this in solo. I had to get my buddy Calvin to help me, and it still made me want to rip my teeth out one by one. Once we finally made it to round 20, I killed myself almost right away because I wanted to play the map so little. This map is an absolute heap of steaming garbage, and I have genuinely nothing but cons to list off about it. This is going in the trash tier on my tier list. Nuketown Zombies. I feel this map as a whole was pretty average. The first little quirky aspect is that the perks in the Pack-a-Punch drop every few rounds at random locations around the map. This is kinda cool to see in game and definitely adds to the challenge, but this means that there's a chance you don't get Jug until fucking round 20. Round 20? You get smacked 2 times and you're down and out, so 20 rounds for Jug is pretty fucking ridiculous. I played this map with Calvin and another friend of mine. While the early rounds were fun and it was pretty simple, once we got to about round 18, we just kept downing over and over almost every single round because there really aren't any good training spots. The map as a whole is pretty cramped, and the only two wonder weapons available are the ray gun and the ray gun Mark II. While they are effective, ammo becomes a real issue in the early 20s. Despite this, I certainly didn't want to rip out my pubic hairs and brand my taint as much as I did whilst playing Transit. I think it'd be fair to give this map a C on my tier list.
Watch, I'm gonna fucking hit it. It's gonna be the bear again. Second in a row, bro. Second time in a row.
Oh fuck.
What happened? Were you guys on top of that thing? Were you that dumb? It only has 2 layers. I'm sorry. I wish you guys knew that.
Dude, where are they, by the way? They're just not here.
I know. That's one of the best features of this map, is not being able to progress.
It's so true.
What a classic feature of Die Rise, where you just can't
Stuck. It's one of the best things about it.
Die Rise. This map can choke on a fat cock and die. Where the fuck do I even start with this absolute pile of rancid shit of a map? The elevator system is fucking ridiculous. The perks are random and sit in the elevators. You can see Jug just straight up leave your floor and you're doomed to just stand there and wait for it to come back. The Pack-a-Punch is in a fucking elevator too, so you can put your gun in it and the elevator can just straight up take your gun with it. You can really only get around the map one singular way, meaning that if you want to get to the mystery box and you just left it, you have to go through the entire godforsaken map to get back to it. You have to use the elevators to get back to the top of the map, and you have to wait for them every time unless you get lucky. If your friend goes down across the map from you, you have to hope and pray the elevators are on your side so you can go and revive them. My favorite feature of the map is how it prevents you from progressing. When I was playing with Calvin, we were stuck on round 5 for a good 5 minutes just waiting for the zombies to show up. On round 16, I randomly lost my I can't talk apparently. I randomly lost access to my sliquifier. Let me try and okay, never fucking mind. I guess it was fucking kill it. Now I can switch to the sliquifier.
Good job.
We're gonna do it then.
What is this? I'm just so fucking confused. How does that happen? We passed the round and oh, now I can fucking use the sliquifier. Oh, now I can switch to it. Okay, for sure. And while it is a great weapon, this is genuinely the worst possible map it could have been on. It makes you slip around, making it way too damn easy to fall off the map. It introduced Who's Who, which allows you to come revive yourself if you get down, and then you can still keep your perks if you manage to do it. I mean, it's fine, but it's pretty shit in comparison to perks that were added in the future. I had absolutely no fun whilst playing this, and it did nothing but piss me off. When getting around the map is an actual chore, then it ruins my entire experience. This map is total shit, so I'll be putting this in the trash tier along with Transit. Mob of the Dead. Well, I want to begin talking about this map by saying that I had little to no prior knowledge of what to do in order to get basic things such as Pack-a-Punch. However, I feel that it's best I didn't have prior knowledge, because it allowed me to really experience the full map for the first time without any type of nostalgia getting in the way. You see, I typically see the same narrative about this map being put everywhere nowadays. It's praised like it's a God-given map that's going to save humanity, and I'm here to say, it's not that. Is it a good map? Yes. Does it have a good setting? Yes. Is it better than the maps that came before it in Black Ops 2? Yes. Is it perfect? No. In fact, I think it's far from perfect. While I did enjoy the time I spent playing this map, it certainly was a lot more enjoyable than the previous maps in Black Ops 2. I guess I just don't get the hype. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a really good map, but best zombies map of all time? In my opinion, fuck no. I love the more complicated maps that require some learning in order to survive, especially when that process is fun. Mob of the Dead does it in a way that is genuinely pretty fun. There's 5 different Pack-a-Punch parts to collect, and they all have different challenges associated with them. Going to the Pack-a-Punch area is really fun, and it's really cool to see zombies... And it's really cool to see something like the Golden Gate Bridge and zombies. And to get back to the island, you essentially kill yourself and revive yourself back in the prison, which is also really cool. The Lundergat is a really good wonder weapon. The afterlife system is forgiving for the most part. Unlocking certain things with power and trying to use your afterlives in the best way is a nice little challenge as well. The Tommy gun is a pretty good gun to get off the wall in Pack-a-Punch, serving some decent damage in the earlier rounds. The Hell's Retriever is pretty simple to get and also pretty effective and fun. The overall layout of the map was slightly confusing at first, but once I got the hang of it, I knew it like the back of my cock. So I can definitely say this map has some good qualities, including the aesthetic, but I have 3 issues with the map. 1, it's that MO becomes a pretty serious issue eventually, with there being a lack of some kind of dog round that gives you them. 2, Brutus being the zombie boss is mostly fair, but it can be a real ammo hog. 3, is the lack of good training spots, causing me to run around the map like a jackass, scrambling away from the zombies and praying that the gondola is there when I get to it. Now, these issues don't ruin the map for me, far from it, but I certainly think that the map might be just a tad overrated. I think people really think it's such a good map because it came right after two of the worst maps of all time, so this map seemed like creaming your pants while on heroin in comparison to the stomping your balls till they pop nature of the maps preceding it. But I would still definitely give this map an A. It's replayable, it's challenging, and most importantly, it's fun. Buried. Buried is a map that was significantly easier than any of the other maps in the game, and when I say significantly easier, I mean this game basically bottle feeds you the entire time. While playing it with Calvin, Yeah, playing it with Calvin, his first box hit he got the Ray Gun Mark II, and my first box hit I got the Paralyzer. Now, Calvin pointed this out to me before, and I didn't really believe him. He told me that the box luck on different maps is actually different. Some maps having shit boxes that give you a finger up your asshole and a rubbed raw nipple, and other maps having boxes that essentially bend over with juicy Gorilla Grip bussies waiting to be creamed upon. And by that, I mean some boxes suck and other boxes are great. In the other maps, Transit and Die Rise specifically, we spent most of our time trying to get a gun that wasn't total dog shit, but in Buried, it was incredibly easy. In fact, the map as a whole is incredibly easy. You get points for basically doing anything, and most of the places that you go are unlocked for free by this stupid, dumbass, fucking total moron Leroy, who will sprint in the direction you call. Will sprint in the direction you tell him by giving him either alcohol or candy. This map introduced the perk Vulture Raid, which, while pretty useful on this map, I feel not really too amazing of a perk, but at least it's the best introduced in Black Ops 2. Maybe Electric Cherry's close, but yeah. The map has a whole bunch of dig sites all over the place to go through to get to where you to get you where you need to go. The entire theme is 1800s, which is pretty nice aesthetically. The pack-a-punch is opened automatically, but to get there you have to avoid the witches who will take your points every time they hit you and spawn infinitely. They're annoying, but it's not really too much to complain about because if you kill enough of them you can get a free perk, and also the map kinda needs some challenge in order for it to be of any entertainment. Overall, I found the map to be pretty good and pretty fun, and I would put it in the A tier along with Mob of the Dead. Origins. This map really laid out the blueprints for Black Ops 3 Zombies. I believe Black Ops 3 to be the best zombies experience out of any of the Call of Duty games, and this map fits right in there. While going into it, I wasn't exactly looking forward to it, because I remember it being very stressful and I would get mad on it. However, on my first try I got to round 25 and was able to upgrade to the Ice Staff. This setup took me about an hour because of how annoying the Ice Staff part spawns can be, so I didn't even get the staff until about round 15. I will say, even though I was skeptical going in, I did enjoy it for the most part. Playing it now with the knowledge of modern zombies and Black Ops 3 in particular, I think that it holds up the best of any Black Ops 2 map. The mud is really the only annoying part, and I see the BO3 map Horizon Drop to be ultimately superior. This is still easily an S tier map. It is pretty difficult, but once you get the hang of it, it gets pretty fun as well as satisfying. I also see a lot of people complain about the Panzers, but truly, I didn't really find them to be too difficult. I got the first one out with the MP40 with pretty much no problem. So, in conclusion, Black Ops 2 Zombies, in my opinion, sees the absolute lowest point in zombies at that time in the series, but also the height, with two just atrocious maps in a row at the beginning. But it did get better, and it has a few classics still. But knowing now what zombies became in BO3, I would give this Zombies a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. Mob of the Dead, Buried, and Origins really saved the zombies from being terrible, but I'm glad that it did make a comeback within the DLCs. So, before I get into the campaign, I'm gonna give the final verdict here. I'm not going to include the campaign in my final score because honestly I couldn't be fucked to play that far into it. Black Ops 2 is seen as a classic in many respects. It paved the way for future Call of Duty titles at the time, while simultaneously surpassing many of them. The multiplayer is really the selling point here, with it being an absolute delight to play every time I hop into it. It feels rewarding, satisfying, and honestly more balanced than almost any other Call of Duty game. The zombies, while getting off to a rocky start, did end up getting better towards the end, and it still holds up reasonably well for the most part. With all of that in mind, I can comfortably give Black Ops 2 a 9 out of 10 in 2022. It's overall very satisfying and fun to come back to it even 10 years later, and I would happily play it over many modern titles. What do you think of Black Ops 2 in 2022? I would like to have a discussion about this, so let me know what you think in the comments. Now, I'm going to get into the campaign. I went through about half of it and quit because I didn't really find too much enjoyment within it, unfortunately. Plus, most people going back to the game nowadays are really there for the zombies multiplayer, so I found it unfair to really base the game on the campaign. So, honestly, I was going to talk more about the campaign. I write a lot for these videos, to really get my points across, things to remember and such. And for the campaign section, I just kind of wrote, a fuckload of shit, and honestly, I don't know anybody who's really gonna watch through that. I just really explain what's going on. I will say that one of the missions had a drone section that pissed me off. Yeah, I mean, really, there's not a whole lot to say about the campaign. I think it's kind of cool. It's kind of based off the Black Ops 1 campaign, and, you know, but if I'm really going to understand the campaign, I'd have to play the Black Ops 1 campaign first, and probably even the World at War campaign. So, you know, I can't really say if it's bad, and I can't really say if it's amazing. I can say that it was decent enough for what I played, but I really did kind of just get bored with it. That's why I never really, you know, finished it off, and that's why I don't really have a lot to say about it, because I don't want to bore you with the details of the campaign. Yeah, so really I'm just going to go ahead and end the video here. I mean, if you're interested in me rambling for half of the Zombies campaign, then, I don't know, let me know in the comments. Or did I say Zombies campaign? Half the Black Ops 2 campaign. I'm sorry. I'm stupid. Anyway, it was fine. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I really did work fucking hard on it, so if you did enjoy, please leave a like, maybe pop a subscribe. I'm planning on doing more content in the future about zombies in particular. I have some things recorded already for that. Maybe some live commentary things, maybe some retrospective videos such as all my other videos. Yeah, so yeah, I put a lot of time into this video. I'm sorry for it being so late, but I hope that it met your expectations. I know this video really isn't as long as I thought it was going to be. It's not really short either. I think it's probably going to be like one of my longer videos, but, you know, it is what it is. So thank you for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. And, yeah, I will see you next week for my album video on Wolf by Tyler, the Creator. Thank you. Thank you.
Bro, I fucking love nuts.
I like dick. Also, do not open the
I
help
like nuts
door.
and balls.
Do not open the help door.
Dude, do you think I'm a fucking noob?
Dude, I'm just...
I know not to do that shit.
Okay.
God damn. What do you take me for, a retard?
And you open the help
Why
door?
did that have to happen?
Calvin, you open the help door?
Yeah!
Could you open the first, or not the first door, but the second door, because I opened the first one.
Yeah.
It's 1,000.
Yeah,
You just...
and I have 2 kills, so it's fair.
Yeah, so fair. God,
Fucking
man.
milk is amazing when you add vanilla to it, like vanilla extract.
Dude, what are you, what are
I'm
you smoking?
serious. No, dude, you have to try it.
Dude, you're gonna make me like puke or something. What are you on?
What do you mean puke? Does that not sound decent, like with some cookies?
Sounds fucking abominable, man. Alright, better get ray gun or the flamethrower. This hit. If not, I'm gonna kill myself.
Jesus Christ. What kind of conditions would he live life on to do that?
No! Ray gun! Ah! Calvin, no! No! It's a ray gun! It's right there! Calvin, please try and get me. Dude, Calvin, just trying to get me. Just get me. Try and get me, man. No, it's gone!
Oh my god,
it's
are you kidding?
gone!
Oh my god!
No! The fucking ray gun! Thank fuck.
Fuck yeah, I got the Arasaka.
Let's go.
They sound like fucking dogs on a way.
They do. What the hell? Dude,
What?
I just got stunned?
What?
Like stunned, like
Oh.
a flashbang, stunned. Oh, fuck. I'm dead. No, I'm not. I'm way too good at this game.
Oh my god, I got cornered. But there's an insta kill over here. If you just come over here, you can get me.
Okay. I don't know if I can do that, though. It's kind of a lot.
Oh, come on.
Dude, I'm serious. I don't know if I
Grab
can.
the insta kill and you'll literally kill
Yes,
them
but
all.
I can't get to you when there's a fuckload of zombies over here surrounding me right now. I'm coming, though.
We're definitely getting around 20.
I almost just fucking
But I
died.
think so.
You did just fucking jinx it, man. Oh! Okay, let's do Wrecked then. Dude, by the way, I didn't even know what perks did. Like, at all. Until Black Ops 3.
Uh-huh.
Not kidding. I had to be taught from this guy, Shane, who I haven't talked to in a while. He ended up switching to PC gaming, and he plays, like, CSGO.
Game to the
That's it
max?
now. No, that's Chris. Crazy Zombie 420. I don't know if you remember him, but
Oh yeah, I remember him.
Yep, he's the one who taught me everything about zombies. He taught me literally everything about Derize and Drock. I didn't know there was such thing as any
Really?
kind of bows. I didn't know that there was. I didn't know what Jug did. Like none of that shit. But he taught it to me, and
It makes sense that you like that map so much, though. Is it your favorite zombies map?
yeah, really what I'm excited to play is Derice, because Derice is, at least to me,
Yeah.
easily the best World at War map. You know, do you like also like assign colors to like games and like zombies maps in particular?
I don't go out of my way to do it, but
I mean, I don't
something
either.
will remind me.
I just do it like subconsciously. Whenever I think of like a specific map, I'll have a color associated with it. Noct is gray, Verruct is orange, Shinonuma's green, Derice is blue.
The Reefs is definitely blue.
I think Kino is kind of like
Yeah,
gray
Dude,
and
what
red.
the fuck? That's exactly the colors I would associate
Yep,
with those maps.
yep.
Maybe this one I would say yellow, but other than that, yeah.
Yeah, yellow's fine too.
You know what I think about the multiplayer that's kind of controversial
Hmm.
in this game? I think that STG is the worst assault rifle in this game. It's the only assault rifle. Did you hear what I said though?
I heard what you said.
It's the only assault rifle in this game. It's kind of weird.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's the only assault rifle. Name another one.
The STG is the only assault rifle.
The STG is the only assault rifle.
The bar.
It's not an assault rifle. It's a.
And the MP40 is an SMG. And the PPSH is an SMG.
Yeah, there's only one assault rifle in this game. It's fucking weird.
Dude, I know there's not though, because when you go to multiplayer, it's not. The
No,
Thompson's
no,
SMG.
it's the only assault rifle in multiplayer. I'm serious.
Dude, you're wrong. I don't have.
I'm dead ass
evidence
serious.
to
How much you want to bet?
Dude,
You can't fucking name another one because there's only one.
dude, there's certainly more. I just,
No, there's only one.
dude, there's certainly more. I just can't name it.
No, there's only one.
Dude, there's certainly not just one.
There's a fuck ton of snipers. There's a fuck ton of SMGs. Well, not a fuck ton, but there's a few. And then there's a few pistols, but there's only one.
Can I grab the nuke? What? There's not just the STG. There's totally another assault rifle.
Only assault rifle in the game. I'm serious.
Dude, I know for a fact there's another assault rifle.
You are so fucking confident with that. Why are you so confident if you don't know?
Because there's no way that there's one assault rifle in this whole fucking game. What
There is
about
only one
the?
assault
No,
rifle
no, no, no,
in World
no.
War.
No. There's the fucking. Oh my god, it's. No, that's an SMG. Holy shit. What
The
is?
Thompson is an
I was
SMG.
wasn't
Is that what
thinking.
you're
No,
thinking of?
no. I was thinking of.
Fuck, I'm dead. Oh,
Oh no.
oh, wait, I'm not dead. What?
What? Dude, your name went orange for a
What?
second, and then it wasn't
fuck?
anymore.
I think the game just acknowledged that I was dead, then I bugged out.
Yeah, cause you were orange. Like the little like arrow that points to you was orange, which means that you're down. And then it went away, and it just did it again.
Oh shit! I think that's a bug in this map.
Oh,
I
I'm
have to
gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. No, I'm not. Oh, dude. Okay, I just remembered. The jug in this map is fucking overpowered as hell.
That's right.
Yeah, you could take like 9 hits or something
That's
crazy.
right. Yeah.
Holy shit, cause oh my god. Dude, I just got like fucked on, and I just somehow like came out just fine.
Oh yeah, that's the other assault rifle. It's the Wonderwall.
Fucking hate you.
I'll give you $1,000 if you could name me another assault rifle in this game without looking it up.
Dude, there's totally okay. I'll think about it.
I have $1,000 in my bank account.
Dude, I swear there's one that I'm thinking of, and I just can't quite put my finger on it. Fuck, man! What's a fucking assault rifle in this game? That's not the STG. I know there has to be
The only
one.
one.
Dude, fuck off. It's not the only one.
I'm serious, it's the only one.
Calvin, there's no chance that if I were to go into multiplayer and click on create a class and there's assault rifles and it's just one fucking gun. That's not how.
Serious, it is like that. That's what's
Yes.
so fucking weird.
Yes, there's just a fucking class, and I've just somehow never heard of this in the fucking.
How much money do you owe me if I'm right, bro?
I don't know, you jack shit, Calvin. What I do know though is that you're fucking wrong.
So confident that I'm wrong.
Cause you are, dude. You're wrong as fuck, man. There's
I know
no.
for a fucking fact, bro.
Dude, you're fucking stupid, and I know that for a fact. This is the only fucking assault rifle, dude.
It is the only assault rifle. Wait, am I wrong? Wait, wait a sec.
Dude, you're so wrong. That's not the only fucking assault rifle, dude.
Oh, it is. It's the only fully auto assault rifle.
Okay, see,
Right?
now you added another tag though, fully auto.
I think it's the only assault rifle in general. I don't think. Wait.
Calvin, you're tripping. There's totally another fucking assault rifle. Wait, the M1 Garand! The M1 Garand's totally an assault rifle!
Dude, I don't think it's an assault rifle. I think it's a marksman rifle.
Dude, there's no such thing as a fucking marksman. It's World at War. There's no marksman rifle class. That was introduced in like fucking what, Modern Warfare? That's a new thing.
Ghosts.
Ghosts. Yeah, but it was only in Ghosts and like nothing fucking else until like Modern Warfare. Dude,
Sorry, I wasn't thinking of the marksman rifles.
it's not a marksman rifle, you fuck ass. It's an assault rifle.
It's a marksman rifle.
There is no marksman rifle, you cocksucker. There's no such thing as marksman rifles in this fucking game. It's just an assault rifle. You just don't admit you're wrong because you bet fucking $1,000 on it. Fuck boy.
I would never give you $1,000.
I know you, dude, I know. And you are wrong, you fuck ass.
No, I'm not wrong.
Please go fuck yourself.
What about the Gewer? Is that in this game?
Yes, that's also.
That's not an AR though.
It is.
I think it's an LMG.
It's the Gewer is not a fucking LMG, you stupid fuck.
I think the Gewer is an LMG.
Dude, I think you're fucking.
Sure.
Oh.
I swear, I heard in a video that the SCG was the only assault rifle in this game. What a fucking dumbass! Whoever said that, Jesus. Now I'm a dumbass.
You are. You're a total fucking idiot. How would you
I
actually
just turned
think?
into the dumbass.
How would you actually think that that's the only assault
No,
rifle?
because I couldn't think of one. I don't even.
Yeah,
the
but
Gewer is another single fire, right? It's not fully auto.
it's not fully auto, no. I'm sure there is another fully auto though.
Maybe that's what he meant then. Is like there's only one fully auto on and your inability to pick me up.
Well, yeah,
and your
because there were a
inability to
fuckload
live.
everywhere in the goddamn alleyway.
Fuckload.
There was, fuckboy. There's a shitload of them.
Welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be showing you how I, Clout Camo, make a song. So first things first, I look up free for profit beat. Because I'm broke as hell and I can't afford to pay for a beat. This guy's such an imposter. He's holding the knife and everything. Oh yeah, that's that good shit right there. I then copy the beat, make a new tab, go to my YouTube downloader, throw that shit in there. Once I'm in my 100% legitimately paid for FL Studio, I go over and drag the beat onto the timeline. Now, once I've done this, I think about the most mediocre lyrics possible. What the fuck did I do to this? What the fuck? What did I do? I just like fucked this whole thing up. I got a 22-inch kick somehow? Okay, beat's back. What the fuck? Okay, so now I have my notepad open, and I'm going to go ahead and start off with something simple. Let's just say I'm chilling on the block, toting my Glock. I whip out my cock. It is hard as a rock. I see my homie. He gives a blowy. I am smoking that good ol' tree. Rocking that Louis V. I have to take a pee. When I'm famous, you'll all see I got the Glock. Yeah, it's on me. So I think I should start off the next line with, flexing some money that I don't have. So I got all these bands that I'm going to stack. You don't want these hands. My drip is water. Splash. I'm just going to look at a random object around me and decide what kind of bar I can write with it. So I have a stick of deodorant right here. So how about you smell like poop? Pass him the deodorant. Deodorant. Is that how you spell deodorant? No, that's not how you spell deodorant. Deodorant. Right? I don't know. Pass him the deodorant. I'm going to shoot. And you see with that line, I'm going back to the gun thing that I was talking about before. And then what rhymes with deodorant? Now this is the point where I pull up Rhyme Zone, because Rhyme Zone goes absolutely hard. Shout out to Rhyme Zone. So let's see, deodorant. Okay, I spelled it right. Let's see, deodorant. I go to the advanced. Let's see, odorant. Odorant rhymes with deodorant. No fucking way. No current, load current, low current. Okay, low current. How about your drip weak. Got a low current. And you see what I'm doing with that is I'm saying your drip weak, got a low current, like, you know, your water current isn't very high because your drip is so low. There's barely any water on you, so you got a low current. I got a little minion plush, so how about minion? So, you're below me. Call you my minion. I am horny. Join the minion. It's real stormy. I'm just chillin'. I feel stony. Call me Post Malone. This has got to be the worst shit I've ever written in my life. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the whole minion line, I guess. And I'm gonna say, rather than your drip weak, I'm just gonna say drip weak, low current. My whole flow is kind of off here, and I want it to sound at least a little cohesive. I am on my PC. I got a small PP. My butthole is tingling. I got a funny feeling. Now that's hard right there. Let's go ahead and hope that I get the flow right. And let's go ahead and open Audacity here. It's a free program. It's very awesome. I really like Audacity a lot. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for it to open. It takes a second sometimes. So I dropped that shit right there on that timeline. So in order to do the mixing, I just kind of put them both on the same track. I toss some, if I can get there, I toss some good old reverb on there, make it super wet. Just put all this shit up, bass all the way up, everything all the way up, maximum reverb here. I'm chilling on the block, toting my Glock. I whip out my cock, it is hard as a rock. I see my homie. Alrighty, and it is not stopping even after I pause the song. Okay, so I think it's a little too much of everything. So let's just put it at default here. Now that sounds great and mixed right there. Sometimes I like to deepen my voice because I'm very self-conscious about the way my voice sounds. Let's just go ahead and shorten this a little bit. You know, I like to do that a lot with beats because I can't really think for more than 2 minutes at a time. So I really like to shorten it in order to really get it across here. So yeah, I mean, really that's about it. That's pretty much how I make all my music. So I'm just gonna go ahead and export this as an MP3 file, of course. Now, let's go ahead and listen to the final product here, and let's see what it sounds like here. I'm chilling on the block, toting my Glock. I whip out my cock, it is hard as a rock. I see my homie, he gives me a blowy. I am smoking that good tree, rocking that Louis V. I have to take a pee. When I'm famous, you'll all see. I got the Glock, yeah, it's on me. I got all these bands that I'm going to stack. You don't want these hands, my drip is water, splash. You smell like poop, pass him the deodorant. I'm going to shoot drip, wink, low current. I am on my PC, I got a small PP. My butthole is tingling, I got a funny feeling. There we go, now that's some bars right there. So yeah, as you can hear right there, that is a fantastic song right there. That is exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stop recording here, and I'm gonna just go ahead and post this. So yeah, have a good day. Thank you. Today, I'm going to be talking about a game called Max Payne. For starters, it was released on PC on July 23, 2001, getting Xbox and PlayStation 2 ports later. It was developed by Remedy Entertainment as well as Rockstar Studios. It's the first in a trilogy of games. I personally have never touched this series in my life prior to this video, so I won't have any nostalgia getting in the way of this. Going into this, I was pretty excited to see what all the hype was about. I've always heard that it's a really solid title, and when finding some of the best games to play from the 6th console generation, I frequently see this game near the top of those lists. Without further ado, let's answer the question, does Max Payne still hold up in 2022? New York City, 1998.
Max Payne has a reasonably happy life with a loving wife and a baby. He works as a police officer. It seemed to be the American dream until one night he comes home to his baby and wife murdered by some bandits who were trying out this very cool and trendy new drug called Valkyr. Upon this happening to him, he decided to transfer to the DEA department in order to stop the spread of Valkyr. To do this, he joins one of the Italian mob groups based in NYC. Whilst trying to meet up with a good friend and fellow police officer named Alex in a subway, Alex gets assassinated right in front of Max. Max becomes the prime suspect in the murder of Alex, and rather than just getting arrested and explaining what happened to the police, he goes on the fucking lam like a stupid ass. I mean, seriously, if you were in this position, why the fuck would you try to evade the cops? Doesn't that make you just seem guilty? I don't know, Max is just a bit of a goober for doing that. Anyways, you spend the rest of the game trying to go up the chain of command of the Mafia, killing leaders as it goes on. I don't elaborate any more on the story due to spoilers, because I feel the story is solid enough to where I believe you should experience it for yourself. So the ambience in this game, it's great. I just want to start off by saying that. It's fucking great. Yeah. So I wanted to make this part of the video dedicated to the ambience of this game. From the neo-noir setting to the comic book cutscenes to the snow-capped rusted buildings, this game provides a fantastic ambiance. It makes the world feel more real. It's engaging. And I don't know, maybe I just have a sweet spot for this type of thing, but the 2001 graphics just really hit the spot to me. It's graphically probably on the same level as about like Postal 2, but it provides a certain type of art style in my eyes. Just like how people really enjoy 16-bit games since it's a callback to when we really had games that could only look like that. We didn't have any other options. There are scenes in this game where Max goes back to his home with his dead wife and child, albeit in a dream sequence. During these scenes, the game turns borderline horror, with the baby crying in the background very loudly and the wife crying as well as calling for Max. And you know, I have made many dead baby jokes in my day, but I can't even bring myself to joke about the dead baby in this game. That's how good the world building is. It makes me feel as though a real baby died, so I really just can't make fun of it. All throughout the game, you can feel the ambiance of locations you are at. However, I will say they did start to get a little lazy in Part 2, where a large portion of the chapters took place in reused areas. All in all though, this game has some fantastic ambiance. This game has a very unique mechanic that is used nearly constantly throughout the entire game. This mechanic is called bullet time, which is really just a fancy way to say slow motion. When you dive or when you click a button, the game goes into slow motion. This gives the player time to line up shots and kill the enemies. It's a pretty simple mechanic today, but a pretty revolutionary mechanic of its time. It can be very satisfactory to dive around a corner and cap a poor soul instantaneously at the other side. The only complaint that I have, which is really just for bouncing, is that when I dive, it feels like it can take too long for me to get back up. It really only does that whenever I misclick and end up diving at a horrible time, but I don't like it regardless. While I have one minor complaint, the actual feeling it overall does give the game a unique feel, and it's a welcome feature. Another feature that isn't exactly unique to the game, but something I should talk about regardless, is the way that you heal. There's no auto regen, no med kits, bandages, shield potions, chug jugs. There's painkillers. You can hold 8 at a time, and they're often found through exploration, which can be pretty rewarding in that way. The painkillers actually work kind of similarly to how they work in Left 4 Dead 2. Speaking of the exploration, there are some basic little extra areas that you can find by just exploring. None of it's really groundbreaking, and there aren't going to be a whole bunch of alternate paths to take, but it's nice to have there regardless. The actual gunplay here feels reasonably alright, except sometimes it can be pretty inconsistent. I'll shoot someone with a shotgun from 50 yards away one time and they'll immediately die, and then I'll shoot someone in the chest with the same shotgun, point blank, and they won't die for 3 shots. Now please tell me one motherfucker that is going to take 3 goddamn shotgun blasts to the chest, point blank, and then proceed to still fight and move around like they just got shot with a fucking pea shooter from Plants vs. Zombies. Newsflash, there isn't anyone like that. It's bullshit and it pisses me off. Other than that though, the gunplay is great! Alright, so now it's time to talk about the glitches that just plague the PC version of this game. If you're playing this game on a modern PC, get ready for an absolute fuckfest of glitches that will ruin your entire experience. The most obvious and practically guaranteed glitch is the audio glitch. For the first part of the game, I didn't hear any in-game dialogue. The comics weren't read off, and there was no music. I originally thought that's just how the game was, but over time I noticed characters in cutscenes just staring at each other blankly and figured there's no way that's intended. I did find a fix for it, however it's pretty ridiculous that it's like that without having to download a fix for it. The next glitch was equally funny as it was fucking annoying. So one of the bad guys in charge of Valkyr production, Jack Puccino, gets shot by Max and then goes to run away from him and gets his guys to kill him. During the sequence, there was a cutscene where he was supposed to jump across 2 buildings, but instead of making it to the other side, he didn't quite make it and he fell to the ground. I walked over to the building where it happened, and sure enough, there he was standing on the ground being fucking brain dead. I poured many bullets into him before realizing that I was wasting my time and he was fucking invincible. Continuing on in the mission, I reached a staircase where Jack was standing there just staring at the fucking wall. I tried to shoot him again, he ate the fucking bullets like a bowl of cereal. I continue down the stairs and a cutscene plays. During this cutscene, I can move, but the camera is all fucked up and I'm still getting shot at, leading me to get fucked in the ass multiple times before finally getting past it. I tried probably like 30 times before I finally made it past. This really doesn't make any sense to me, because I don't think that a 21-year-old game that runs fine on the PS2 somehow will chug along on my RTX 2070 Super. I got reasonably frequent frame drops, which just doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. These are all issues that honestly break the immersion the game tries to present to you, and makes me honestly not want to finish off the game. Yeah, these were pretty often occurrences. There was always like some kind of little bug, whether it be me shooting someone and it's like making a weird like computery noise or whatever. There were just a lot of little glitches throughout. So I mean, if you're gonna play it on PC, get the audio fix and you know, strap in and hope, I guess. Yeah. I'm not here to tell anyone that they aren't allowed to like what they like. I'm not here to say that this game is straight up bad. I'm simply here to give my opinion on this game. If you love this game, that's great, but I'm really not one of those people. Yes, I understand the impact it had at the time, and I understand why people are nostalgic for it, but this isn't was Max Payne good in 2001. It's does Max Payne still hold up in 2022? With that being said, while the game can be fun at times, I fucking suck ass at this. I had to save constantly after making any slight progress because I would die constantly throughout the entire game. That's probably my own fault because I'm just bad, but I think part of it is because the controls are a little clunky for me. But honestly, I don't regret playing this game at all. There were some fun parts, the ambiance is surprisingly convincing for a 2001 game, and the story is really good. So if you really want a good story and decent gameplay, go ahead and try this game out. But for me, personally, I feel that a 4 out of 10 is honestly fair. I can respect what this game did. I can respect how it's changed gaming. But in comparison to many games of today, Max Payne just doesn't quite cut it in my eyes. Plus, I've heard the second game is actually far superior, so I'll have to try that out and see. Anyways, that's going to just about do it for today. Have you enjoyed this game? Do you think it holds up? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you did like the video, pop a subscribe. Check out some of my other videos on my channel if you're interested. I post every single week on Saturdays. Last thing, I swear, I made a second channel where I post all the raw gameplay with commentary on the games that I play. So if you're into that sort of thing, it'll be linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and have a good day.